Hi, my name is Steven Chan, the Malaysian founder of Dialogue in the Dark, which is a social enterprise that originated in Germany and is in more than 30 other countries now globally. So my wife and I was very blessed to be appointed as a partner for this social impact group from Germany for the last 14 years now. Since 2012 we started. We started the social enterprise then out of a need to find our own revenue. Before Dialogue in the Dark was formed, my wife and I, we founded an NGO called Malaysia Glaucoma Society and also a non-profit called SOS Missions with a very clear vision of providing free eye health checks and awareness to the public about the importance of eye health and of course to advocate for the inclusion rights of the not only the blind but other disabled communities. We started the NGO simply because of my own personal experience. I lost my eyesight at the age of 45 due to glaucoma, which was a battle for about 5 years. I contracted glaucoma when I was 14. And over 5 years, I slowly but surely, gradually lost all of my eyesight, even after 9 painful surgeries and countless of treatments. And in 2007, I completely lost all my eyesight. So for that moment to come, especially for me, before that I was an entrepreneur running my own business. It was, tough, devastating, in fact. So it really took me a while to come back, out of the dark. Thank God for that, and also my wife for the unwavering support. I could say both of us slowly climbed back out of my darkness to form this NGO simply because we don't want other people to go through what we've been through. And all it takes is a simple eye health check, which many don't take. Usually when you go for eye health test, it's when you realize that your eyes is having some problems. And sometimes that may be too late, just like my case. At the same time, we wanted to, through the NGO, do counseling for fellow patients who are suffering from glaucoma. That is when I brought back the first guide dog, the shop, back into our nation. I think in 2012. To dialogue with the government of starting and approving the blind to use guide dogs for their independent mobility. They can help them gain self-sustaining, be living independently. And as we move along, I realized that I cannot depend on donations or grants to continue our work. As a former entrepreneur, I wasn't used to such professional banking. I always identify myself as a professional banker. So I believe in doing something else, as a business person before, that we can earn our own revenue. And that's where I was blessed when I was accidentally came across Dialogue in the Dark, Germany. So to cut the story short, we were introduced to them, and after some discussions and dialogues with them, they were happy to partner with us to start the Dialogue in the Dark experience in Malaysia. So Dialogue in the Dark is actually a social enterprise that depended on experience. They sell experience tickets to the public, general society, for people to come in to experience total darkness. And in total darkness, they get to do what they normally do in their normal life, but this time is without their eyesight. And the entire experience is guided by our trained blind and visually impaired facilitators. So they navigate a whole, they facilitate every visitor, including even tourists, during those experiences. And many people are impacted when the lights come on or as they exit the exhibition area. That they saw that the host or the guide that was facilitating their entire experience is actually blind people, whom many perceive as less able. Yeah, often they see with sympathy or maybe apathy that these people need help. But I've always said that what if the roles are reversed? You become blind. Our blind trainers becomes your guide. So they become sighted. So at the end of the experience, I've often shared with our visitors that actually blindness is circumstantial. It doesn't mean that they are less capable. If given the right circumstances to work, to be educated, they can perform as well as any normal person. Question is the society ready to accept them, give them this opportunity to be independent rather than be perceived and seen as a burden to society? So that was what we did, and my wife and I was, though we were faced with many challenges by running the social enterprise, but we were, of course, very blessed with the impact that it was providing to the many visitors that we served during those years until COVID came. That closes down. Yeah, our center was closed in 2021, and it's not only us Dialogue in Dark Malaysia, but all over the globe. Which was only in 2024 that we started to come back after the government has announced it was endemic now, and we could operate again. And because we are also a HRD accredited training provider, we were not allowed to conduct our training experiences because of social distancing issue. So it took us some time in 2024 to gain some investment to help us restart our experience. Though we didn't raise the much needed funds to restart our exhibition, but we were still thankful that we were able to restart our workshop experience with this small space that we have now in the heart of KL, where we conduct business workshop for corporates, government agencies, and universities. And from those revenue that we earn, we continue to our community works in doing free public eye checks, counseling, and also in education for the disabled, and training and employing some of our blind members. But we were challenged because we were just coming back, and this workshop is not a regular monthly activity. Probably we were averaging only about 2 sessions since 2024. Yeah, and we start our training work, employment training, to help our blind and visually impaired adults gain more exposure about their capabilities. Yeah, that they are able.